in such a way in the previous one, and it's I don't know what it's doing, but now I'm seeing the menu a bit differently. Just a moment. Seeing it in two different ways. All I want is all chat on. That's just what I can do. So I did do a previous stream and talked about the hopes for the new year, um, things that stood out from the previous year. You're welcome to say them here. If you need something to kind of help get you in the mode of doing so, I recommend the previous one I did. But I wanted to, and I know it's right at the start of this one and right when you're tuning in, but I was looking at a post in a group that I'm in. It's really quite random in some ways, but somebody had said something, and I got a little bit distracted, so it is actually 10:30, so I don't know how deep I'll get on this anyway before G comes down, but I'd gotten a little bit distracted. So, um, um, but yeah, now it looks like I'm going to have to go to it again because it went out of it. But I kind of do think it's sort of an important one to mention. There are some people that I feel like it would probably apply to less, but I think I want people to hear this out and tell me what you think because this is a time of year when we think about things we've been through. Um, things we've been through and where we want to go in our lives, um, the inspiration we want to be for others, the impact we want to make for others as content creators and in general, how we want to represent ourselves, how we want to, like I say, interact with the people that we come in contact with, how we have interacted, come in contact with. And so, again, this message may be more for some than others, this particular first message, but I'm going to do it. So I know that this is maybe a bit of a deep start, but not long after we kind of get into this topic, there'll be some piano music. If there's a song you'd like to request, I do. Be happy to do it and chat. And the person left their like deep topic, piano music. I'm ready to party. It could have been that too. I didn't say no. But you have to have an attention span longer than a few seconds to know that, right? So anyway, I understand that this is deep. We can certainly talk about other stuff. Like I say, piano music and other song requests, welcome. But I think that we should all think, maybe even myself included, but I don't think it's something I struggle with as much. I don't know who's watching. I don't know if you might. Basically, a person posted in a group anonymously, so I would keep her anonymous either way. And she said she ran into her 18-year-old niece at the mall. No happy new year, no how are you. But what I got was grandma says you're a bitter disappointment. First of all, not that they're all the same, but this is an 18-year-old we're talking about. I mean, again, not trying to sound ageist, but, a lot of people will say teens are in their own little world. Thanks for the like. Also, it's an example, I feel, of where people need to reflect on their actions, their roles that they have played in a situation. Okay, you've unliked, and I'm not sure why. Anyway, and I'm not saying take all the blame or that you have all the blame. And sometimes one would have very little, and sometimes possibly none. But when I saw that, I also kind of thought to myself, did you stop to think if there might be a reason? And the sooner that you what like, when you go through something, this is suggesting I'd make for people going forth in life, including myself, perhaps. Like I say, when you go through something and it isn't pleasant, or it isn't what you'd hoped, I think, stop and think for a moment. Okay, so that just happened. I'm not going to pretend it didn't necessarily. I'm not going to avoid it, because that's going to be hard to do. And it's not really helpful in the long run, probably. But this is what happened. This is the details. Did I contribute some way? And if you did, then try and quickly see what you can do to fix it. And hopefully the person is forgiving, the person is thankful that you quickly tried to address it, even if not in the moment, because it's not always easy in the moment, right? And then you hopefully things are going well again, you know. But I see that post and I think to myself, this person, she's all like blah blah blah, but maybe her granddaughter's listening to the or maybe her niece is listening to her grandmother. I'm trying to figure out if this makes sense in my head anyway. But or maybe they both feel it, and if they both feel it, well, maybe there's something to that. I don't know. I don't know the person, but I just thought that might be a good suggestion for some people going into the year. Because not every interaction we're going to have with somebody is going to be easy, or is going to be, it not it is yeah. Some will take effort, and then we have to decide: is the person worth it? Can this be fixed? Am I in this enough with this person you know, to um, to try to, you know. And you also might be surprised how much the other person really would like to. You might think, well, I don't really know them that well, but you might be surprised. So, like I say, I was doing a longer stream. I wanted to put this near the beginning because I thought it could be helpful for people to hear, and I didn't know if they'd listen that far into the other one. Also, there was something that the screen did, so I decided just to start again. I did catch a little bit of my friends I was curious about. Um, yeah, interesting look. Interesting look. I just didn't want to go for this usual red, or doesn't like red maybe. But I don't know if I would have maybe suggested a different color for the lipstick. Well, I always like purple, pink. What other colors of lipstick work? This is chapstick if you're curious. Um, but some people sometimes do just respond in odd ways to things, and yeah. Oh, before I forget, because that kind of makes me think of it, seeing it this time, my friend has an interesting way of doing finger hearts. It looks something like this. I've never seen it done that way before. Usually it's this, right? um, anyway, um, but yeah, so piano music will come shortly. Song request welcome. I am okay. Yeah. I don't know why that other person liked and then unliked. They were here for. It must not have been somebody who was familiar with this, and they probably misjudged something that I said. I have a feeling that probably happened, because I don't think I said anything that offensive. But again, if they heard it differently than I meant, that's another thing. Trying to be present and feel like you're seeing certain things for a reason most of the time, that it's meant to help you, or you're meant to help the other person, or both, um, for the better of each other, um, and also to not judge too quickly. I think that's something else that we all do it. We all do it when we're. I'm just randomly talking here for a moment about this. When we come in contact or come across somebody that isn't familiar to us, we start to ask ourselves, questions, even not even fully consciously, to decide if we're interested. And I mean, not everybody's gonna be interested in everybody. It's true, in any way. But road trip snack would be the same as any other snack, and I'm not really much of a snacker. So, yeah. Um, but what really makes me sad is knowing that there are a lot of people that are out there struggling. And what makes me happy about that, though, is that they do reach out in support groups online. And hopefully that helps a bit. But, I can only be there for the ones I'm able to manage to know about and be there for, right? But this post has got 32 comments, so I think that one's doing pretty good. And just on a quick kind of skim of what she wrote, yay to Victoria's Secret, and also just to appreciate the people that we have in our life. Hola, you can turn the radio off.
You're still podcasting?
Well, I started it. They're doing trying to make it to midnight, but we're not that close. But sometimes this 11 o'clock hour goes pretty fast.
It's 10:42. And the next thing you know,
It'll be 11:42.
Time for Guy Lombardo. You remember Guy Lombardo?
You and your Vincent all the time. And
Guy Lombardo. How about Dick Clark?
well, of course. But Vincent, and there was another Lombardo that I knew of. I don't remember other than Dennis. And that's when the other one came up. Maybe it was Vincent. I don't know who these people are. Who are these people? Why are we talking about them on my stream? Or maybe I don't want to know, because if I knew and I didn't like what I knew, then it's in the stream. Unless you think I would like what I would know, then tell me. I know who one of them is. FOMO, or that not knowing, though, is annoying. But he's not saying, so obviously, whoever that was, let's just focus on better things, because maybe they were no good. He's like, piano, please, woo! I love this phrase, and I like the picture, so I'm sharing it. Does that read properly? I don't think it does, unfortunately. Or at least not to how I'm seeing it. So I have to read it out loud. Let 2026 bring peace to your heart and strength to your dreams. Okay, I don't want people to ask questions. We'll only have people in.
2026 be the best year so far. That's not to say the best year ever.
I don't know if I remember what the best year was. I know 2019 Grandpa passed away, but we also had a pretty good year otherwise. Can we try to focus, please? That's more distracting than you know what. So he's just clamoring around. But as far as yeah, I don't know. Of course, there are many that I don't remember that specifically. But I'm sure between the ages of 1 and 11, things are mostly pretty good. And then my 20s, yeah, they weren't bad. Some in my 30s, but most are not. But well, that D's around, especially when he's not known. Do you have? Let's focus on the positive and happy aspects. Do you have any particular things from this year that stand out, or just things from past recent years that stand out? I hold the invisible mic / lotion
Oh
and the
no.
camera in your
And
face.
I say, wonderful. There's an abundance of wonderful things which have happened in the
Got to bring the
last
dog downstairs.
number of years. Um, a lot of them are sort of really very minor things that don't really count very much. In terms
Appreciating the little things, maybe they do though.
Well,
I mean, careful, share methodically because we're only 15 minutes in.
no, but I don't.
Nothing
Only
usually
15
specific.
minutes in.
Nothing super specific.
Oh,
But
okay. Well, no, I don't have anything super specific, so you needn't worry.
that's just.
I'd have to go into my memory banks and try to sort of.
Oh, better go to just for I'm sorry, no filter.
Just,
It's New Year's Eve. We're having fun.
Having somebody who truly cares about me is a wonderful thing.
Hope to meet him someday.
That's right.
Lucky for you, you have more than two, but
And being in good physical health, of course.
being what do you call that? Graceful or whatever.
Yeah, well.
Until you lose your balance. You don't do that very often. But you're gonna creep people out, or they're gonna think how many drinks or edibles have we had.
So you, as a person who'd had a number of drinks would probably not.
That's
be doing this.
yeah, depends on the drinks and the person. But what do you call it? The
The two drugs are pretty different.
no two drugs are pretty different.
That's correct. No, that's not correct. In any case,
Make up your mind.
I was going to play some piano, but first, speaking of that.
Well, it's nice to know it's been a memorable year for you. I mean, no, I don't talk about that because that's the thing. You look like you're on fire. You're smoking.
Oh, okay, right.
There's no smoking in here. I was kidding. Instant. Anyway, so okay, well.
I got that keyboard, which I'm not playing.
Yeah, that is true.
I got this marvelous range set.
Yeah. I don't know much about that movie. So.
Lots of.
I know.
Lots of sales.
And lots of tails. Hey, there's 4 notifications. Who do you think it is?
You were able to help with a lot of those, and so that was, I think,
I guess I was, yeah.
I rescued an orchid, and it's
What?
pretty happy.
And a lot of art. Really?
Yeah.
A farmer and his cows?
Isn't that a beautiful painting? It sure is.
This looks like the front view of it minus the cows.
Oh.
And the farmer. Any farmer. But what was the thing? Oh, an orchid? Really?
Well, that one in the basement.
And how about a kid?
No, I didn't grab
Oh, I was
it
jumping with them
last
kids in the
year,
basement.
though I have shooed a number of them out of other places where they weren't supposed to be.
Oh, yeah?
Well, but when people are dropping things off, kids are sort of wandering around with people carrying furniture and beds.
You should see what this looks like from here. It looks like your groin is smoking. And I'm sure it's really going to intrigue certain people when they tune in, wondering why.
How do you get that sexy?
And how you're so comfortable with it. What's that?
You say, how do you get that sexy?
Hey, it's for horses.
Oh, say, when you're in good shape, you're naturally sexy.
Oh, she is, eh? But I don't think about this too. Oh, they are, eh? Oh, he is, eh? Oh, everybody else is live.
Before I embarrass myself further, or worse, embarrass you.
Or us.
Or us, or them. What if
Anyway.
I embarrass our viewers?
Anyway, we're not here to do that, so let's just have a nice chat, hear some music, and call it a whole year and a whole life that we've gotten through. and your hopes for the coming year, the things that stand out from this past year. Um, happy, sad
You
thing.
should play that song of yours on Suno.
Yeah, but I don't know if I could on YouTube.
Oh yes, that's part of what I get with having the Pro Planet Suno
Reclining plain seat, rude, comfortable.
is
Just
that
kidding, but kind of a
the
top much.
songs may be used for commercial purposes. Now, if you had the radio playing at any point, chances are,
It would just unmonetize it, but
yeah, but there's no problem with me
stretching.
with that's correct. There's no problem with me having any of the tracks that I've generated on Suno on my YouTube channel. That's what people are doing all the time these days.
Really, I kind of rather give it another listen myself first, though, too, so I know what I'm putting there. I mean, I know I freestyle it anyway, but I'm used to that kind of freestyling it. So you should get on the piano soon and tickle the ivories.
Yeah,
Sorry, but they might be plastic, so
no,
it was
no,
made
they
in a human
actually
race.
are.
Oh well, you had to tell me that the poor, but some elephants are actually kind of aggressive, and they stand in a room and they talk, and they're like address us, put a dress on us. There's an elephant in the room, huh?
Elephants tend to vote on the left. That's true. They're progressive. I'm just
Aggressive, not progressive. But then again, the way some of them are treated, you can't blame them. But I would never want to live as long as an elephant. I'll just tell you that much. And luckily, I probably won't have to. Yeah, so let's talk about this past year. Let's talk about this coming year. This coming year, nothing's happened yet. What's there to talk about? But what do you hope will happen? Let's try and support each other throughout the year. Share fun music with each other, um, and make it worth going through the year. And yeah, we'll probably be there for each other. And yeah, I don't know how to say it differently. We got 2 people here. Don't forget to like. If you're commenting, seeing them, I was actually going to quickly look here on the other device to see if I'm seeing them there. And if you're watching this, hopefully you're enjoying it and thinking positive thoughts. If you're sitting there judging, go watch something which you'd rather judge, which you would rather enjoy, where you're thinking, I like this actually. I really love this. I don't know why you wouldn't really love this. Come to think of it, but if you don't, then sorry, what?
Almost there. It's gonna happen.
Piano playing.
Okay.
I'm tired. I don't know if I'll make it till midnight. Of course you. Oh, we got a like. Woo! From one of the 2 that's been watching for a while. They're like, should I like? Shouldn't I like? Should I like? And I'm glad you decided to.
Of course you should.
Now, if you would introduce yourself in comments, we'd love for that as well. And if you post anything interesting on no, I only post uninteresting stuff on my channel. No, if you post videos on your channel too, I might be interested to check it out. But I have to know what to look for. Who's Meredith Anthrax? Okay. If you post videos on your bring the dog downstairs with you when you come, eh? Although, if you can't, yeah, you might need my help. Sometimes the dog is very comfortable up there, and he's used to me doing it, even if it's not super bright in the room. Never mind. I'll probably go up there shortly and bring the dog. Dog's life. Ironically, speaking of dogs, now I know your name from a mutual. Which reminds me, I have to get the review of those movies from my mother. From a mutual. I'm trying to remember who it is, though. Is it Devin? Is it Kathleen? Who is it? Sounds interesting. So it's all about dogs. Of course, that's a song name. Glad to have you to the channel. I mean, Is that what did it for you, though? Me asking you about your channel, or were you thinking of commenting anyway? Just out of curiosity. And who is Afroz? How's your New Year's Eve going, also? And thank you. Yes. Hopefully, it will be happy. You were in Oh, okay, right. And I actually, okay. I was actually commenting while you were talking, so I commented my channel. Oh, you were okay. You were already writing Happy New Year. Then I asked the thing. Then you said the thing. Now we're talking about the thing. And I can't. It's ironic speaking about the elephants. You know what happened to her, right? We got in relation to elephants. Oh, that's always such a sad song. I don't want to forget old acquaintances, unless they're idiots. That's good. You said you mentioned your channel if you have one. Right, I figured that out now. Yeah, pet sitter. So is one of our friends, and probably more than one, but one that we know of. Oh, you're working right now, pet sitting. You do that in someone's home, or in your own home, or what? And you're watching dogs, I guess. What kind of dogs? You're watching us here in Canada, by the way. Feel free to say where you're watching from and where you live in the world. And that's G on the G and C on the piano. We do most, but not all kinds of music. And if there's anything you'd like to hear, let me know. I seem to be getting the comments, so, but I'll open it here too, just in case. I'm just looking at two different devices, unless if you're thinking that my eyes are being weird. I am also tired. Pet sit. I pet in people's homes, the way that read. Okay. We're in a similar time zone, even though we're in Canada. I believe it's 11 o'clock in both times then. I follow a lady. She's a nurse and a cook and a mother and a wife in... she's a lot of things, I tell you. In Texas. She's probably in Texas. Da, 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 da. Yeah, like I say, I realize that, right? I mentioned that. But I pet in people's homes kind of sounds interesting too. ... Or I don't know if interesting would be the word, but maybe. Depending on the people in the home, I don't know. Let's just listen to G for a moment, because I was rolling before this. I decided to start it again, so I don't know if the beginning part, you can watch that back later. I don't know if it'll resonate with you, because I think it'd resonate for a lot of us, even people who are good people. Even a little bit myself, it might have. I don't know how, but so. Any hopes for the new year? Anything that stood out from this year? Any favorite music as well? Did you go to any concerts this year? I ask a lot of curious questions sometimes. There's that funny symbol again. I don't know why it's there. Second person, feel free to like as well. And since we just discovered each other tonight, it's probably the first one of mine you've seen. I hope you subscribe, hit the notification bell. I haven't watched a lot of Becca. I think I've seen her 3 times. I ended up having pizza tonight too, actually. You all? Oh, good. Oh, thank you so much. Now it says nobody's watching, but basically this is an uplifting channel about wellness, supporting each other, doing music, keeping each other company, love and kindness and diversity. All the good stuff. So yeah. Are you still there? Because it doesn't indicate it, but sometimes that's inaccurate. That's what's up, dog. Dog. Okay, cool. I'm going to let you look at G for a bit. Introduce you to G and the GNC. I don't think he was talking on screen when you were here. He just finished up. Sometimes it's a real thing to get either of us to finish chat rambling. $59, not bad.
Thank you. Thank you for the likes. Oh, you couldn't actually see me playing. You could just see. Thank you. There's somebody watching. They give me an awful lot of give me an awful lot of hearts, which is very very nice of them. I hadn't realized that you just had
one person. Here's our dog, Sunny. Look at the camera, Sunny.
That of course was Scott Joplin.
33 minutes in, so.
Pineapple rag. Oh, thank you. It's
Is that a rag made out of pineapple or a pineapple made out of rag?
If you ever made my friend Linda Vesperman, who lives in Australia, apparently has a lot of pineapples growing right now. But that if you watch the movie, the sting, Pineapple Rag was one of the pieces in there. Along, of course, would you like to hear The Entertainer?
The Strenuous Life. Yeah, oh my goodness!
I don't.
That
know.
Sounds like more than a year, but sometimes more a year.
I don't know that one I apparently played it. I don't know it very well. Do
you want classical? Do you want ragtime? Do you want rock? Do you want some other style? What do you want? I'll try and give it to you. What do you want? What do you want? Just kidding. Sorry. So what have you done for your New Year's Eve, by the way? And then I said, is there anything that stood out from the past year and anything that you're hoping for the coming year? If anything's coming to mind, feel free to say it. Now, I just came downstairs with a... Oh, it's over here. But I think it's the one from upstairs. But anyway. But I don't see... Yeah. Whew. I'm tired though. I think I will probably make it till midnight, but it's just about 11 now, so. Really? Really? One of those is a bit of a trigger first name. You're like, well, that's unfortunate because it's also my first name. If it is, just don't tell me, we'll be fine. Although I do like to kind of know people's first names sometimes, but this is the internet. I understand if you don't want to say them, and you know, yeah. Anyway, I don't know. Oh, right, yeah, I do know. I can't remember at the moment some of his songs, and I believe he was in a same-sex partnership, right? I'm just trying to remember what I know about him. And Neil Diamond. Well, it's good to make some time for some fun, some time to have goals, aspirations, maybe check off some things on a bucket list type thing, right? Well, you watch live streams, which is nice. As content creators appreciate it. I'll try to remember, I know chat won't display afterwards because I forgot to set it that way. But if you subscribe to me and you haven't done so privately and you hit the notification bell, I'll try to remember to look at my subscribers soon. Or, oh, Jody, okay. I don't know why I thought I was talking to a dude. I don't really know why. I haven't known a lot of Jodies. I remember one from my high school. She was quite popular. But other than that, and I certainly don't know any in Texas, I don't believe. Have you ever been to Canada? But Neil Diamond, the only one, he does Sweet Caroline, right? That's the only one that's coming to mind at the moment, if you'd like to hear it. Kind of tired, but I could do at least a little bit of it when he's done. Try to think of what else he does. What was the other thing I was going to look up? I don't remember. I don't remember I was going to look down. But here's our dog here. Like, no, I don't want to be on camera right now. Unless you give me a chewy thing. I was going to say there's Judge Jody. No, I think there is another Jody I've known of, but I can't remember. I don't hear the name very often, actually. And you're the only one here, so we don't have to use our names to each other very often. That's fine, because I like a bit of privacy. But with 37 minutes in, the piano's playing Colton. Well, maybe that's something you could plan to do this coming year. It's a big place. I haven't even seen all of it, but I recommend it. Well, that's good. Good to hear it. I thought the movie was good too, but I haven't heard it in so long. Maybe I'll do that one next time you watch Sweet Caroline. I know he has more than one top favorite hit. And yes, if that thing I asked about Mr. Mana Low, Mana High, just kidding, is accurate, re-relate. I think you relate in life, from what I recall. We relate to that too. No, well, I don't think either of us does actually. But anyway, yeah. Oh, I could remind me of Manya a little bit actually, and also Barbara. Not particularly. Unless, of course, our viewer has her children with her and they're up, watching for it to become midnight.
It's the one that reminds you of it.
Not that it's, only for kids, but I don't know. Yeah, it makes me think about that stupid seniors home that we tried to get a gig at. Well, we did get a gig at.
Do you remember this one?
Then the facilitator went a bit wonky. I wouldn't have thought that's what you called it, but yes. You recognize it? You do dog training as well?
No, I'll stop before the chorus because that's where you.
You don't do dog training before the course, just after?
Oh, you
Okay.
want the chorus?
Okay.
Oh, you-
Oh, it's the one that sounds like Aladdin. Actually, it's Ricky Gadget. Sorry. Tomato, tomato. Why are you assuming that? It's it's not a terrible assumption. I kind of hope it becomes a bit more true this coming year. Neither of us drives. Neither of us are that into bars. We could be doing better than we are for the talents that we've been given. We're open to opportunities. We try. As I was mentioning, we have a seniors home quite close to us. We also did some puppetry at it. And when he gets the puppet on, which is rare, he gets a little goofy, which is not rare. But for someone who's not familiar, and I think they thought this was really unpolished, but it wasn't that much different than our little video we sent prior. I don't know what. And she's like, we don't want to have Abigail back. I said, can I ask why? She says, I'm actually being polite. I said, and a little vague. Anyway, I think that was this past year. You know, you can't please them all. I think the residents enjoyed it. It was handy that it was so nearby. But we did have a nice gig at the end of this year. It was just a mini gig, but it was very special for a couple of reasons. And that was nice. We played a Disney song and we played a Christmas song. We had to be careful with the secular music. So, not that we had a lot planned, because we hadn't actually gotten the yes. The person had been away sick. So we just brought our instruments and asked it when we got there for the other thing. And she said, and we had a little talk, and then yeah. But not every musician is living their goals or dreams, or even has that many goals or dreams sometimes. And sometimes I wonder if I'm being too ambitious, but I don't think I'm asking much. And we have talent, so why shouldn't I be? I don't know. But we also have struggles, you know. Like, there's so many reasons I wouldn't drive, and one of them is the expense. So, I mean, I don't know. And our busing system sucks, and yeah. Are you musical as well? Yeah, so I play guitar, I sing, I play a bit of piano, but not like that. 100%? You're 100% musical? 100? There's two of you here. Which one of you is hitting that, and why? Well, thank you. Then the other person looks like they left. Maybe they're like 100% leaving. I was going to say I'm sure the residents enjoyed it. Oh, okay. Yeah. I could say the recreational facilitator, and yeah, I'm not saying where even, you know. But if she sees this, you know, because she's lost her job because she wasn't good at it, but her boss wasn't much better. No, just kidding. Then maybe she'll learn something going forth. You know, if it was that we asked for money, I mean, she'd have asked, what would you hope you paid? And we were flexible about that. I really don't think it was that. But I mean, I only met her the once. She wasn't even there the whole time, you know, but she seemed a little uptight and overly serious for a recreation facilitator. And yeah, she let that show, you know. The next time I tried to get a gig, around last Christmas actually, so maybe that was last year, but whatever, near the end of last year. If you're following your passion, there's nothing wrong with that. I admire that actually. Thank you. I agree. We all should do it as long as it's bringing good to the world and to others. But what's wrong with it is when you have goals and you ain't reaching them because of different struggles or limitations. That's why I'm happy for this community and this platform. And when it reaches people, it's great. When it's quiet and the algorithms aren't helping in that, it's not so motivating. So remember to hit the notification bell. You'll see whenever I go live, which is most days, sometimes more than once. But I'm surprised everything isn't more sore because this is the second stream I've done tonight, and I think the third I've done today. And that other one, they kept me on my toes. A few favorite friends here from the YouTube land, and 3 or 4 of them. We chatted up a storm, I tell you. It's amazing the roof's still on the house. Yeah, and we also love dogs. So, I mean, that's also a passion of ours. What do you think of my Midnight Shadow? Well, not that it's midnight yet. I'm just kidding. But I hope Becca makes it here at some point. I don't know if she'd think to, but next time you're there, whether I'm there or not, feel free to let her know she might enjoy it. Yes, she reminds me of somebody. It's a bit of the past, but I mean, not everybody's that. Not everybody's that. I know I'm making it sound like it, but we all go through stuff, right? Maybe two trigger people actually. And the only other Becca I've known is someone I used to work with. I wasn't that close with her. Can't remember where she's from. I think she said also Texas. Do you know her in person? And Rebecca, actually, same job. One of the guy's wives, and they were kind of a musical family. But I think she worked there. No, I think I hung out there. So she was around. Any advice that you'd like to give as far as following passions, even when it's a challenge? I'd be open to hearing it. I subscribed earlier, and that's how I knew you went live. Oh, you did get notified. Okay. Oh, good. Glad to hear it. Now, sometimes I don't have a filter, but sometimes I do. I'm pretty diverse, free-spirited would be the words, I guess. Speaking of, something I do sometimes talk on here about is the afterlife. I'm not sure your thoughts about that. But yeah. Maybe I'll start doing some art streams. Honey, what are you doing? Sorry. Hey, what are you doing over there? Eating something off the carpet? You're licking hair off the carpet, I think. He's licking his own fur off. I shared your channel with her. Oh. Well, I mean, I was in her chat, so I know this is YouTube and this and that, and I don't mind, and she's cool and everything, but I'm not sure I really otherwise like that. I don't know. I feel mixed about it. I don't mind being a little on the smaller side as long as I have one to 4 or 5 people each stream to chat with. I'm happy. A few likes, but I mean, I guess you did that in her chat or something. Where did the cartoon, by the way, of your image? Did you draw that? Oh, okay. For some reason I thought that you said tonight that you live somewhere in Texas. Or maybe somebody was asking where you're from and she answered that. But I have talked to her on the phone a lot, and that's nice. Yeah, my story from this year is you never know. It was more, it's lots of craziness too. But one of my frequent followers knows someone who I've known on the other social that I use. She passed. The person that we have in common passed away, but that I've known for probably 7 or 8 or 9 years on that platform. I've just met this other person like a couple of weeks ago, maybe almost a month ago. And yeah, it turns out she said where she is from. I said, oh, you happen to know this kind of unique name? Here's a few details. Yeah, because I knew something about her too, which made me think to share it even more. And yeah, actually, I've met her a few times. So, but other than that, I'm trying to decide. There's one person I know on Facebook, and I kind of alluded to it the other in a stream earlier today, and she didn't really say no, but she didn't say yes, and I don't know what that means. But maybe it wasn't clear that I was asking anything, just stating. But anyway, I might connect with her on another site and then maybe same thing there. Although this one doesn't want to make messenger calls for some reason. Or no, I think I kind of got it too. I'm not sure. Anyway, but yeah, so that might be something to try. Part of me wants to keep the world separate. Oh, now you're in for a treat. Even though I don't want this to become too recognizable, the dog just. Well, lots of people play this instrument. They do and they don't. It's not super common. But the dog was just in the. But I kind of want to keep the world separate. I kind of don't.
Sure, I'll try doing some with the piano.
Are you Scottish by any chance? Do you like a bit of haggis and kilt wearing every now and then? Sorry. No offense to the Scottish. I think that was pretty accurate, wasn't it? This is the fun you can have sober.
This is the pan flute I taught myself to learn. I
At the
taught
same
myself
time
to
for a
play
moment.
on. It's very difficult to play.
At the same time for a moment.
He wants to say something.
No, I want you to do both at the same time.
Oh
'cause you
yes,
can't.
I will.
Actually, that was a character of me that was drawn. Oh yeah. Oak.
This is one I'm fond of playing with the piano with.
Have you found it?
I kind of found a Wanda. Actually, I'm not. Do you think there could be a Wanda Fonda somewhere? We hope not. She hopes not.
Is she psychic
We hope
or
not.
I hope so. Does she drive a Honda and know a girl named Rhonda? Sorry. So, out of curiosity, just pure curiosity, Jody can, I believe, be a male or a female name. Not a big thing to us, but if you'd like to say which one you are. And there's that funny symbol with that comment again. It's like every now and then a comment, whether it's one I put or somebody else puts, is there. I don't know why. And hello, Wanda. One of my angels. One of like 25. That's what I was thinking, but I wasn't sure. Because I think it can be, right? French? I'll tell Michelle. I was watching Price is Right earlier today, and there were these two guys, and they looked like they could have been related, standing side by side. And the guy's name was Michelle. You don't hear that very often. I don't even know if I knew of that one. Stacy, if we're thinking about that old job I had. The dog gets a little wild sometimes when we put him in the backyard. It's like he's thinking, come with me. And it's like I'm thinking, no, I'll stay inside and not walk around in the street. And you're thinking the same thing, sir. Okay. Huh?
I can't remember if I've ever tried playing this pan flute with the piano.
I can't either because I don't really keep track of such things. I'm sure it's not always, though. I know it, man. I'm not. What do you think about that battery, by the way? And if you want to say like your age range, I'm just curious. Getting to know each other. I'm in my 30s. He's in his 60s. He's 5. Hopefully there won't be any fireworks at midnight to walk the dog around. Might be a little bit before midnight, but they might start before midnight. I don't want to be up past midnight. I'm too old for that. So you just said you're 30 something? That's too old? Yeah. So what?
One, it's only partly in tune with the piano.
Okay. Here's a nice dog picture. '40s, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm just realizing I don't know, many women still hear this about asking them their age, but it's just a number, right? But he's not exactly old anyway.
Yeah,
And sometimes with age comes
everything's
wisdom.
just a number.
Sometimes not, but what's that?
Everything's just a number.
Everything's who?
Did I hear you say something's just a number? Everything's just a number.
I know. What does 689 mean anyway?
689. I'm not sure. It sounds like a weird suicide. It's not.
Actually, we did the party.
Cozy cardigan.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see.
You have another one too, then, or what's been going 18 years on and off here and there. What are you doing exactly? Shining this weird light on the already lit. Oh, you're not shining light. You're spraying magical
It's
juice.
it's an air freshener. It's from Sensine. It's called Cozy Cardigan.
Trying to say I made a sneak attack.
Doesn't have very much. It's not a very
Cardigan is what it smells like. As in the sweater.
Cozy, yes, Cozy Cardigan. It smells vaguely.
I
like
guess that smells like a grandparent or what? I'm like what?
Vaguely like vanilla. I like
There you go.
vanilla.
Speaking of
It's
Scottish, I guess
Very,
grandparents are with us
very,
right now.
very faint.
I don't think my grandparents ever smelled like no. It smelled like new car? No, I don't know. I'm trying to think of what they smelled like.
My grandfather smoked a cigar
Slight
out of a
perfume?
pipe, so he tended to smell like a.
And I never met the two of them.
My grandfather smoked a cigar in a pipe, so he tended to smell a little bit.
Oh, I love that pipe smell.
Yeah, so not the same as cigarettes at all.
We're just we're now in the portion of the evening where we stretch and make noises. Welcome. Other person, feel free to join in. I might not roll till midnight, but I'll probably be up till midnight. And yeah, I'm glad that I was able to be part of your New Year's Eve celebrations. If you're wondering what I'm doing at the moment, as you might well be, I'm putting muscle rubber on, so I'm not just caressing myself under my shirt. I'm really tight and slightly inflamed at the moment, so there you have it. Thanks for not judging that. The body does things, right? And people have a body and they do things too. Man, this is lively. I am starting to get tired.
Hi, Sonny. Oh, you're so.
Yeah, Sonny and Cher.
Wonderful, Sonny. You know when you're whining and barking and barking and whining and whining and barking and barking and whining. Yeah. Well, maybe.
I think you forgot to say whining or possibly barking.
Barking and whining, barking and whining.
Yeah, the second person isn't actually enjoying being here and is just thinking that you thought you can go watch something you'd rather enjoy. Or you can introduce yourself, or at least give a like. I appreciate it. And yes, I look forward since you hit the notification bell. I don't know how much time I spend on YouTube, but today I post at least once or twice every day. Sometimes, if we're lucky, 3 times. This might even be the 4th. 1, 2. No, this is the 3rd. But it's actually going to be the 1st in half an hour. But anyway, so yeah, you might end up seeing me fairly often then. So. And you know what I'm going to do actually? I'm going to come to the conclusion. Just kidding. I am going to try and find a tab to open up this video and open up the chat and then open up your channel and then open up the home and the heart and our chakras.
Yeah. Open your chakras.
To anyway.
To the 4th.
Anyway, but yeah.
Oh, wait. No, to
Anyway. No need to get too crazy. That's how we get
no,
kicked on the can.
silly. People will understand. I'm gonna go get my lightsaber.
I'm sorry. What? I didn't know you had one.
I don't actually, but I've got a magic wand.
Anyway, don't mind him.
We get lightsabers occasionally donated.
at the Star Trek Enterprise, or whatever they call it.
For kids, you know, they have lightsabers.
I'm not. I'm not a huge follower of that, but
Me either.
live long and prosper this year.
No, that's Star Trek, not Star
See what I mean?
Wars.
Good thing we're an hour in.
Star Trek.
Only you'll know it.
Star Wars.
Stars are with the Voyager. And
Those
but I
are
remember
cool.
how that got stuck in our head for about half of last year. No, just kidding.
Would you like me to sing it again?
Probably not for the reason just mentioned. But what do you call it? You could speak a little bit of Yoda, and then we'll wrap it up, or something like that.
Speak little Yoda.
Open invitation to any of us.
Oh,
There's one of
yeah.
you here. There's
Of Yoda. Speak
5 of
a
you
little.
there. Just kidding. What?
Of Yoda, speak a little. Or of Yoda, a little speak.
That's a nice cat. That looks like my friend's kind of unique looking cat. So now I've seen 2 of them today.
That's actually not the cat.
Ooh, the way that those dogs' eyes were filmed on your channel.
We stopped this with dog food. I'll be right back.
A planet sounds like. I don't know why he likes to bark when somebody goes to the basement. Or why when I start rolling or I'm on the phone. Well, part of that is he knows that he'll get a chew stick if he is distracting enough. Don't you, Honey? But do you know why that could be? Other than just attention seeking? Is it still you here, by the way, Jody? I don't know. What would you rather me call you? You know, or does it matter to you much? Seems like maybe it might not, or maybe you're like, I just wanted you to know my name, but you don't have to use it, which I can understand as well. Oh, but yes, you're right. You do a lot of shorts. You're like, I know I'm right. I'm the one that posted them. That one dog, are you still there? Has a very interesting tail. Barking duet, that dog. Beginning of December, it looks like, or end of November. I don't know. It says December 3rd on the one next to it. What kind of dog is that? You call me Al. But you're not opposed if I call you the dog's life, right? Or maybe I won't call you. I mean, sometimes that's what I actually prefer, is just to just hop into a conversation. You don't have to call anybody anything. And people will know who I'm referring to because of the comment that I'm referring to most of the time. I figured everyone loves animals. That's why I started my channel. Yeah, unfortunately, some people are not very nice to them and do some pretty bad things, which we don't have to get into. But yeah, mostly. I don't know why I like the Grinch so much, although it's one of those times of the year where there's mixed feelings, that's for sure. But anyway, what kind of dog is that? I almost want to guess part Pommy, but Dachshunds, really? Not purebred, though, I wouldn't say. Charlie and Rex. Okay, cool. Funny, I knew a Charlie and Lynn, and I was on a bus recently, first time in a long time, and it was a special bus, a bus where people have to. Hey, what are you chewing on? Naughty. I mean, sometimes when you're loud about it, but he's better at kind of stopping faster these days. But anyway, and they have to order the bus for a pickup. This particular one, and so they got on and they said their name. It made us run a little bit behind, but it all worked out. Yeah, we would never do that thing. I was stressing the hell, but you would never do that thing that. Yeah, I keep saying you're here and you're not here, but yeah. Well, anyway, but I'm gonna wrap up soon. But she never could. She wanted to be friends with most people. She was just wanted to be a good presence in people's lives. I'm thinking of a friend of mine that passed away. But she already had her time in the spotlight in my previous video and in lots of other ones, and she surely will again, keeping her legacy alive. But yeah, 32 diabetes. So, and then her mother at the end of November. So, but I know someone on here, Kathleen. If you come across her at some point, one of my mods actually. I'd say I'd like to make you a mod. I have a couple that aren't very active on here, but I also have 2 or 3 that are. Maybe sometime in the future. The only time I feel like I really need it when I can't keep up with comments is if it's going really, really fast, which is kind of rare. Um, it's all about the elves and lots of things on YouTube, and lots of people watching. Lots of crap, dude. Lots of people following those around. But anyway, but point of matter is that yeah. Uh, when I'm doing music though, and I'm not as focused on the chat and trying to focus on the song, if anybody's, you know, I'm pretty open minded. But if anybody is being rude or stupid or trolly, to put them on a timeout. But I was saying earlier because I think I had 3 people that I'd made mods pretty quickly, but I'd known them a bit. And I was saying, I remember once coming to somebody's channel and like almost everybody in the chat was a mod, and how that might turn some people off. I know earlier today when I thought of it, I thought, well, then those people aren't the ones that are meant to be here, on the video. But then there's a part of me that doesn't want to think that either. So I don't know. But anyway, she has a Chiweenie. I'm sure you can figure that out. Like, actually, no, I can't. No, I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can. Wow. You have a. Is that dog really being fed watermelon? Is that actually good for them? I think you would give them the runs, but. Speaking of dogs, my mother and my step have a 20-year-old dog. One of my mods, one of my viewers, she doesn't have it anymore, but she had a 25-year-old dog, I think she said. And she said it was healthy, too, at that age. And yeah, like I said, I lost a friend of mine who was 32 beginning of the year. Later in the summer, a friend's mother who was 104. Wild, eh? Yes, and I don't know if you believe in the afterlife out of curiosity, but yes, watermelon is okay for them. I'm very much surprised about that. That's my dog, actually. His name is Bruno. What's his last name? Mars? Or Snickers? I knew a dog named Snicker. I didn't know. My cousins were dog sitting, actually. It's not. They don't do it often. They just knew the person, and that's a pig. Reminds me of the one on the farm that my dad worked on. Apparently it bit, so I would always hide out in the car. Oh, that's a really nice. Is that a collie or a corgi or a combination of the two? Now he's being noisy. Got food. He's got water. I tried to put him out. You heard, right? It's probably just like, well, I mean, he was upstairs for a while. He doesn't know I was podcasting earlier, but it's true. I had been podcasting for a while, most of the night, because, like I say, this is just a bit of a quieter chapter in life. Trying to integrate into some things and figure out, in a way, it's not anything new for the year, but my videos may get more fancy. Not that they have to have bells and whistles and they can't be kind of just raw and natural, but then, I mean, I met a beginner filmmaker, so I don't know, but we're going to collab and hopefully it'll be good. Corgis. Man, you're really throwing their names out, eh? Name dropping left and right. Plug in their channels. No, just kidding. I had a corgi. I've scrolled up again now, I guess. But it was not the kind that the Queen had, though. Speaking of cardigans and Pembroke, right? I think I remember. And really sad. On her last night, G has too, but thankfully it's being managed by medication. But on her last night, when we first got her, it was really weird. We gave a dog to somebody that lived where we live now when we didn't. And then I think how it happened, and he lived in an apartment, and she used to ride the elevators with him and help deliver people's paper or something like that. And then that dog passed away. We'd had that dog and had puppies with it, if I recall. First time I ever had that in my life, and the only time, actually. And then he got another dog and then started to have health problems himself and couldn't care for it. So we got that dog. And when we got that dog, it had bladder stones. Some pretty big ones, actually. But did what we needed to do. I don't remember that. I don't know how old the dog was at the time, and I feel like we only had her for maybe Jazz. We only had her for maybe 5 or 6 years. And on her last night, I spent the night at my mother's house, and she was having like seizure convulsions, which she wasn't known to otherwise have. I don't know what your problem is. I'll be wrapping up shortly. Relax. We'll be going to bed soon. I know you probably like to go for your final walk before the fireworks, but what time of day is it? 20 to 12. So I don't know. They were doing them at a center near our place. We had like a window view, balcony view. But um, at like 8 tonight. So we don't know if they're going to do it at midnight or not. Because I don't believe there's school tomorrow. But I'm surprised that I don't feel more after all this podcasting. But yeah, well, if they have to go that way, it'll be more like, well, I don't know. I think it'll be people doing it in their yards, which would probably be cheap and not that good ones. I might still spook them a little bit, but because they don't do them, I don't want to give anything away. But you're the only one here anyway, I think. But then again, that's not always accurate. So there might be somebody else here. I don't know. But anyway, they don't do them at a place that they used to do them for years. I'm not sure why they don't anymore, but they don't. So, and that's not super close to us, but it's not super far either. It's probably about a 10 or 15 minute car ride. But you know, when fireworks go into the sky, you can kind of see them from a distance. That was the that was probably the, like I say, the best showing of them. Oh, hi, Michelle. I thought you were saying Scottish at first. So, in my previous video that I did, I was talking about the things that have occurred this year. So, you got mentioned a little bit, as did Dawn, and she was there for a bit. So, feel free to check it out. I actually have a pretty big, I thought you could say pretty clientele, as I've been sitting and having my own business. Wow. Well, I could probably learn some stuff from you in future streams because the both of you, you're both actually self-employed, as was my dad, and it's interesting that I'm so drawn to that. It's not just because he was, but and he worked with horses, but because, well, Michelle, if you'd like to share what you do, feel free. Um, and so, do you like do grooming and stuff too, Judy? But Yes, I'd like to be self-employed, but as a photographer, musician, healer, uh, I'd like to have a drop-in center, maybe. I mean, but easier said than done sometimes. I'd be curious to hear how it was when you started out. I mean, you both do pretty popular things, but it's not that these things that I do aren't. And we don't have to get too specific about G, but you know that's very niche and it's very kind of ebbs and flows, and it's not. Hopefully, we'll have you here sometime soon. But Michelle, but yeah, as far as how things were when you first started out, and any struggles that you maybe had, maybe I'd relate to them. You can maybe suggest how to maybe get past them. But I am gonna. I know you just got here, Michelle, but I've been rolling for a while. I'm starting to get quite tired. I did that other one. Feel free to check it out, but and browse if you want. But I'm sure at some point tomorrow I'll post as well. So really, that's interesting. I would think that'd be part of the package, but or part of the parcel. But and you're already good with dogs, but you can be good with dogs, and they can be finicky. We did get some suggestions for the mobile thing, by the way. We can look at that later. Wasn't many, but there was a few. Oh, yeah, so you do both now, eh? I could tell back when we did sessions, which was the other part of the memories. And I did enjoy them. I wish that they had been a bit more. There was actually somebody I saw on YouTube. I didn't watch the video, I think, but they were saying something about how they weren't gonna aren't gonna suggest manifesting anymore. Hello, Gareth. Happy New Year. I am just wrapping up in a few moments. You didn't stay super long the other two times, but I've always appreciated you being here. Um, Feel free to check out either any from today, watch them back, or any others. You know, as much as you can. Happy to hear from you on them. And I'm curious what you guys think about what Michelle does. Yeah, it's definitely lots of perks and benefits, but it doesn't come without challenges sometimes. That's for sure. Uh, that's a good way to do it, though. if you have another job to do that with, and but yeah, she does too. But if you don't, then it's like, yeah. And I have some videos about employment and the whole struggles there too, but we can look at that later. No, you can do it for all your passions. I appreciate that. I will try to keep doing that this year. Anyway, I'm starting to get congested from all the talking. You're quite tired. I want to be able to sleep and not feel like I've flared up a bunch of my symptoms or whatever. The neuropathy's actually been a little bit better the past few days. I don't know why, other than that maybe the vitamins are helping. I mean, it's not completely not there, but yeah. Yeah, Michelle was saying she's a cannabis coach, a life coach. That's the other thing I do too. But anyway, here's G with not a very full container of chips. You should fill that up, and then we're gonna watch PAR, whatever else is in the playlist. Thank the Lord, sleep. So I'm not rolling longer when you finally made it here. Why don't you go set off a few fireworks or
No, they're not gonna.
have some bubbly? Ring in the new year in true style. None of this, just hanging out with me kind of stuff. But no, I really do appreciate it, of course. So yeah, this is how I'm ringing in the new year this year. So thanks for joining. Take care. Talk again soon, everybody. 12 minutes to the countdown. Are you saying I have to stay? Is it really that close? I mean, I don't think. I don't know if I have this set. I don't believe I do. You could try and call in, but I think I had to have set that up beforehand. Man, they showed me everything else though. Maybe tomorrow or something. You off tomorrow? If that sounds all right with you, maybe I'll set that ahead of time. I don't think I could make the next 12 minutes. Certainly not trying to keep the stream moving, to be quite honest. So enjoy the next 10 minutes doing whatever you're doing. Keep me posted on all the fun that occurs within that time. And before you go into bed, and don't forget to like this, Michelle. And I'm really wrapping up now. So take care. And the dog is really being silly. So take care. And G is raiding the pantry. So take care. And I am finding some sort of rhythm in what I'm saying. So take care anyway. Bye-bye.